Today's word is kind of a killer. I've delayed it long enough. We've got to face this demon. So I'll start with the strange story. So imagine you're going to a Halloween party, and you see a woman dressed up as a witch, and she's looking really, really stressed out. She's pulling her hair and frowning. So you want to make her feel better, and you're just going to say hello, not hi, which is informal. You want to be more formal and say hello, and that will help our stressed witch. The word for hello in Russian is tough. It's здравствуйте. And in there is, if you start with stressed witch, stressed with that rolled Russian R, utter, remember to get the R, you say utter, and you'll feel your tongue bounce against your mouth. So, stutter, stressed witch, stressed witch. Even if you said stressed witch, they would laugh, but you're pretty close. There's a Z and a D at the beginning, zd, здравствуйте. So it's not really an ST from stressed, it's more of a Z and a D, здравствуйте. But the witch, witch and then at the end is pretty accurate. So stressed witch becomes zdrast, zdra, not stressed, but здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. It's about as slow as I can say it. Здравствуйте. Boy, do I prefer saying hello before the vet, привет, but you do have to at some point at least attempt здравствуйте. It was tough for me my first year of traveling in Russia. I was just embarrassed to say it, but even if you just say stressed witch, you'll get somewhere.
Yeah, this word is very difficult. Здравствуйте.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Здравствуйте. But we pronounce здравствуйте. We omit the letter V.
Здравствуйте. I sometimes hear witches. Здравствуйте.
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 Yeah.
But I've heard people say здравствуй.
Здравствуй. Yeah, if it is related to someone, to a kid, for example, to a person you know very well, your friend, but not to a person you don't know very well or you see for the first time. So I can't say to my boss, I can't say здравствуй, only здравствуйте.
Just that little t makes a big difference.
Здравствуйте.
Right? That little t is a big social difference.
Yeah, you are correct.
Здравствуйте.
That's a hard one. Could you say that one slowly? That's very hard for Americans.
Здравствуйте.
Sometimes you say здрасте.
Yeah.
You don't say здравствуйте.
Because it's a very big word.
So it's okay to say здрасте.
Yes.
If you thought that was helpful, check out my free video that will have you reading some Russian signs in 2 minutes.